All right, I think we are live. Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Rob Azera. This is Tech Talk. Actually, we're Tech Talk Wednesday today. It's normally on Thursday, but just a little change of schedule with Thanksgiving right around the corner. So just wanted to jump in here for a bit and say hi. And we're actually going to be doing a full walkthrough of GrooveFunnels today. So it'll be great for if you're just starting out with Groove, or if this is a complete new introduction to you. This is going to be perfect. We're going to do a walkthrough of each part of it, and we're actually going to go over what each part does and what each part is actually for. So if you guys are joining me live, hit me up with a hashtag live. If you're joining me on replay, hit me with a hashtag replay. And if you guys want, stay to the end. I've actually got a PDF that I'm going to share with you guys that will kind of walk us through this whole thing. So without further ado, let's kind of jump in here and actually get started here. So this is what we're going to be doing today. So we're basically going to be doing just an introduction and a walkthrough of GrooveFunnels. So if you don't know what GrooveFunnels is, it's essentially just a suite of software tools that help you with your digital marketing, right? And it actually does even more than that, and we'll kind of get into what those actually are. So first off, the set of tools that's actually available right now is right here. You can see it right on the screen here. So it's Groove Pages, Groove Sell, Groove Affiliate, Groove Mail, Groove Member, Groove Video, and Groove Cart. There are a couple of the ones that are coming up soon, and I'll show you exactly how you guys can see them a little bit later as well. So let's kind of move on here. So the very first thing that happens, right, is people want to just jump right in. And one of the things I would definitely advise first is just kind of educate yourself just a little bit, kind of learn how some of the stuff works, and there's a ton of education out there for you. And here's a nice little list of places where you can go. So if you don't have a GrooveFunnels account yet, actually, you can go right here. You jump in right here, get a free account. And then here's just some links for the rest of the kind of support stuff that's out there. Groove Nation group is an awesome Facebook group. I know if you guys are watching this from the group, that's actually awesome. I know we're also streaming out to YouTube right now. So if you're watching from YouTube, if you're not part of the group, go ahead in here and get on there. And I'll be putting a link in the description when we're done here. And then there's also the official Groove Digital Facebook group as well. So that link is here. We have our ETA YouTube channel where every week we put up at least one new video doing a new kind of Groove how-to or walkthrough. And then there's also the Groove Digital YouTube channel. And Dave Lemon puts new videos up there as well all the time. There's also Groove Academy, which is a great place to start. It's got a couple little walkthroughs for how to do some basic things. So if you can't find what you need in one of those spots, definitely reach out to me then, because there's definitely pretty much everything you need to know will be found in one of those places. And then a lot of people want to know kind of what's going on with Groove, like kind of where's it going. So they actually put together a nice infographic right here, which kind of shows exactly what's going on kind of in the future, right? It kind of walks you through exactly what's going to be going on. So and you can kind of see it right here. It kind of just goes through a little timeline. It just kind of shows what some of the milestones are, if they're going to be delayed. And you can kind of just see what's going on and what's kind of coming up here in the future. So this is kind of a cool thing. This does get updated every once in a while as well. So make sure you guys check that out. And I'll make this whole PDF here available. Like I said, at the end here, I've got a link for you guys. So let's go ahead and kind of jump in here, and let's actually go to the first thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just jump right into Groove here. So the very first thing when you come to log in, right, you actually have to log in. And I know I get made fun of a lot because people have actually commented on my ClickFunnels at Azera. This is my old account, and it's just funny. I get Joe Jablonski gives me stuff about it as well. So the first time you log in, you're going to see your basic dashboard right here. And it's funny, once they change this, I've already had a couple people ask me a couple questions like, hey, what happened to this? So what you'll see here is you'll see some quick links up here. And then you also see your dashboard and stuff down here all load up. So you have quick links on the left, and then quick links on the top. And then on the left-hand side, you have apps. And then on the very top here, you have this little hamburger menu. So let's go ahead and start right there. So this, when you click on this, it allows you to kind of do some setup stuff. You have your account information. You can basically set up all your account stats for the stuff right there. You can actually look into integrations. And this is where you basically allow GrooveFunnels to integrate with other things. And in this case, you can see I have a Zapier, an ActiveCampaign, and MailChimp integrations. These are just some stuff I was actually testing out. So this is where you would come in and set up all your integrations. And then the last thing is you have this Groove Partner Program, and this is if you're actually marketing Groove as an affiliate, you would come right into here, and it would kind of go through your dashboard and have all your information about your affiliate stuff. So you see today I've got no impressions. I got nothing going on today here. So that's kind of what that will be. So that's really the only other option here is obviously to log out. You click on that and you log out. Okay. So now you see we have these quick links here up on top. And if you guys have any questions as we're going through this, just put a Q in the comments with your question, and I'll make sure I get back to them, and I'll answer any questions as we kind of go along here. So you see up on top we have our quick links. And then on the left here, you have an overview, you have apps, and you have feedback and beta, right? So we're going to start on the left here. If you click on overview, right, it's basically going to come back to this screen right here. If you click on apps, right, what you're going to see is it kind of brings out a little slide out menu and has access to everything that's right here. So it has access to Groove pages. And if you go on the top right here, these kind of coincide with a couple things. They're named differently, but they're kind of the same thing, right? So first thing we have here is Groove pages, and that coincides with managed sites and funnels, right? So if you click on this, you click on Groove pages, it's going to go to the same spot. Groove Sell is managed products. Groove Mail is email marketing. Groove Member is managed memberships. Groove Video is managed video. And then Groove Cart and Groove Affiliate aren't on here. But you could also manage your account settings from right here, and also your Groove support desk. And moving down here on the left-hand side, we have a couple other menu items here. So we have our future GrooveFunnels, right? If we click on that, you can see what we have. A couple things coming up here. We have a Groove blog, which I believe comes out in, I believe that's January. Groove webinars, Groove desk, Groove calendar, and Groove survey. So these are some future things that are coming up. You could also go into the marketplace. So you can go into the affiliate marketplace, which if you click on this, you essentially have access here to sell any of these products, right? And you can actually get affiliate commission on all of them. So you have to sign up for the affiliate program for whatever product you want to sell, and then you'll have your links, and you could basically start promoting those products and then sell them, and then you catch a commission off anything. So that's that. Oops. And then the other one right here is Groove Marketplace. And this will basically allow you to pick up designs and products and sell them in your Groove Cart store. So that's actually kind of cool. Then there's the App Store, and I'm not really sure. I don't believe this is even released yet. So this will basically be where all of the plugins and stuff will live. And then you have your API. This is information for the API, and if you're an API developer, here are the services, the other services that Groove actually offers. So they have Groove Pay, Groove Ads, and Groove Solos. So you can essentially do solo ads. Then there's just some little announcements area. So live events and events and workshops. So here's any live events that are coming up. It'll have information here. So you can see there's a couple things going on here. And then the Marketers Cruise, it'll have information about the Marketers Cruise right here. And then the next thing here is Groove Digital Academy. So if you click on this, you can basically get access to some free training material. So you essentially log into there. And then tutorials, there's a couple walkthroughs right here, an intro to GrooveFunnels, a complete walkthrough of Groove pages. This is something that's decent to go through as well. And then in the blog, this is essentially just GrooveFunnels blog page. So they have a whole bunch of stuff up in here. You can see, it looks like they publish about every week or so. And then you have your help desk, and then a corporate site. This is actually the main Groove site right there. And then the Facebook group will take you over to the Facebook group. Right, pretty self-explanatory. So what we're actually going to do here is let's actually dive in to Groove pages, right? So what exactly is Groove pages? Groove pages essentially is your builder. It allows you to create any type of sites, pages, funnels, essentially anything that you want to actually create to show people. It allows you to plug things in from other parts of Groove, like Groove Mail. You can plug in a form into your page. Groove Sell, you can plug in a checkout cart into your page. Groove Video, you can basically add a Groove Video into your page. So your Groove Page is essentially just what the builder is, right? And we will show you how to navigate to there. So once you actually log in here to Groove, there's two ways to get there. You can either click on Manage Sites and Accounts, or I'm sorry, Manage Sites and Funnels, or you can click on Apps and you can click on Groove Pages right here. So we'll just click on Manage Sites and Accounts. And what you'll see is it'll come up to your main page here, and it'll allow you essentially to create a site, okay? A site, you can almost relate a site to a domain. You can tie a domain to a site. Once you create your site, then you go ahead and create pages for that site, or you create a funnel for that site. But the pages essentially is your building block. It allows you to build that forward-facing funnel or page or whatever it is that your customer is actually going to see. Okay, so that's Groove Pages. And we do actually have a whole overview of Groove Pages. We did it in the Groove Nation group a couple weeks ago. I'm actually going to be releasing a new video, I think next week, that's going to be going over how to use Groove Pages, because they actually did make a bunch of changes to it. So kind of stay tuned for that. So the second thing now, so that's basically what Groove Pages is. The next thing is going to be Groove Sell. And Groove Sell is essentially where you manage your products, okay? Anything that you want to sell, you'd essentially create that in Groove Sell. You would create essentially a product funnel, which contains your products and your flow. And the flow is essentially how you navigate through your product funnel. And what I mean by that is that you have your main product you're selling. You may have an order bump. You may have upsells. You may have downsells. But Groove Sell is how you manage the flow of that whole thing. Groove Pages displays the actual page to sell it. And then Groove Sell actually manages that product. So your delivery, how you fulfill it, all that stuff is handled within Groove Sell. Okay. So you can do that by either clicking Manage Products right there. Right, or you can come in here to Apps, and you come down here and click on Groove Sell. Okay, and when you come into Groove Sell, let me actually bring up the page because I was on the wrong screen. There we go. All right, let me get back here. Okay, so to actually get to Groove Sell, you could either do Manage Products right here, or you come over here to Apps, and you go to Groove Sell. Okay, and when you click on it, what it's going to do is going to show you essentially your initial dashboard, right? Which will show you any of your sales or anything else that's kind of going on with all your products. And you can just kind of navigate down the side right here. So the next thing we'll do is we'll go to funnels. And this is where you actually create your product funnels. And you can see I have some funnels in here. So what we can do is we can come in through, you essentially could either just create a new product funnel, or I'm trying to look at one that we have. Trying to see one that we can use. We can actually look at this one right here. Right, so you can see I have a product funnel that contains essentially two products, right? Something called the Groove Print, which is an ebook, and then the Groove Print Video, which is actually a video of it. And you can see that you can come into here. You can actually access the checkout pages. But this is actually how you would manage the entire product. You can see the kind of the navigation bar up on top, and you just kind of walk through that. So the first thing you do, you give your product the information, essentially the name, excuse me, the name and description, and then what type of product is it? Is it an upsell or a downsell? And then you just kind of walk through each step right here. So you go to pricing, you go to your payment gateways, you go to your contents. This is essentially what the people see on the sales page, some refund information. You can give your checkout the look and feel that you need. So there's a couple of templates here. You can check out the form fields that you actually want on the actual checkout form. And then you could do some other things. You could integrate your cart abandonment sequence and a couple of things. You can set up order bumps, and then the actual funnel here. And this is where you define your flow, right? So for this one right here, right after this actual product, right after the purchase, we're gonna go to a thank you page. We do have the option to give it an upsell page if we want, so that we can go ahead and use an upsell page, and that's where we direct them. Then for the next product, whatever that product is that we're selling, right? You can then direct into a downsell page or another upsell page or kind of whatever it is that you want to do at that point. And then under fulfillment, this is how you handle the actual fulfillment of that product that you're selling. So not yet. It's the one thing that's not available yet is you can't actually have it automatically trigger off a downloadable file and automatically integrate it into a membership site yet. But that's coming up pretty soon. But what you can do is you can actually go into your regular integrations and you can go ahead and tie in basically an email integration into it. So you can do like something like ActiveCampaign, or you can actually do a webhook to talk to something else outside. You can define your affiliate information that you need right here. It gives you the ability to put the little proof widgets on there. And then that's really it. Once you have that, you essentially just take some code and you insert that into your Groove page. And that will go ahead and display this product checkout field. So that's kind of how that ties all together. So that's really GrooveSell. The other couple options that you have in here, you have some reporting information. You can see some information on your customers, and then you can do cart abandons. Now, this is actually new. I haven't seen what this is yet. This looks like somebody that would come in and actually not finalize the purchase. That's, I think, what that's going to show. And the customers looks like it'll show any customers that you had. And then your affiliate will show your affiliate information. And then the reporting, you can basically pull up any type of reports that you would want. So that's really kind of an overview of what GrooveSell is. So any questions so far? You guys all doing good? Everything's all right? I see we have a couple people on here. Hey, Brian. Hey, let's see. Looks like Santa from Pakistan. Hey, thanks for joining me this morning. Okay, so that was GrooveSell right there. So next thing we're going to do is we'll talk about Groove Affiliate. And I have done videos on all of these, and I've included them in here as well. So like I said, I'll drop a PDF link on here once I'm done, and you guys can actually download everything here. So Groove Affiliate essentially allows you to manage your affiliate program. Very simple. It's actually very easy to do. And it's, like I said, I set one up. I think it took me 15 minutes to actually do it. So let's go ahead and share my screen back here and show you how to get there. So the only way to get to that is you have to kind of come down here to apps. It's partner program right here, I believe. I believe that'll do it as well. Nope, that'll actually bring you to the main, to your partner program for Groove, if you want to be a Groove affiliate. So if we click on Groove Affiliate, you're going to have to go to apps and then Groove Affiliate. Okay, and then you're going to see some promos, and it's probably going to throw an error right now. Yeah, it started doing this morning. I'm not sure why. But here is where you would define your promotions and links for whatever products you have. It allows you to define tracking links. And let me get back here. And then any bonuses. And I'm not sure, I was trying to mess around with this because I know this has actually changed since last time I did this. But I was trying to see what kind of things were in here, but this keeps throwing up an error, so I'm not really sure. But anyway, that's kind of where you define your affiliate stuff. I'm assuming they'd probably do an update of some sort, and this will probably be gone later today. But you can also come in here into your marketplace, and you can see, again, this is another way to access any type of affiliate programs that you would want to sell. So that's really just, that's a quick overview of what Groove Affiliate is. Okay, the next is GrooveMail, and GrooveMail allows you to essentially manage your email marketing. It lets you manage your leads and lists, allows you to tag certain people, allows you to break your audience into segments, allows you to manage your campaigns, both broadcast and email sequences. Also allows you to create automation and forms that you can use in your Groove, the Groove pages. So a couple ways to get to that is once you're in Groove here, you can either just click on email marketing or over here in apps, excuse me, it's GrooveMail. All right, so we'll go ahead and click on email marketing. And the initial thing you have is your dashboard. It'll show some general stats right here for you. And then you can see all the navigation here on the left-hand side. So we'll start off here with leads. So under leads, you have two things. You have lists and leads. Lists is really just it's a logical grouping of people, really is a nice way to define it. So all you do here is you define your lists in here. And this is where people, when somebody opts into a mail form, this is you basically add them to a list. And a list basically allows you now to market to people within that list, right? Leads are actually the individual people that come in on the list. And you can see there's some people that are on there. So underneath that, if we go into tags and segments, I don't have any tags or segments, I don't believe, created right now. But what you would do at this point is you can go ahead and create a new tag. And we're just going to call this, new user, right? And I'm not going to worry about a category. Oh, looks like we need a category. All right, there we go. So we create a tag. And then what we can do is during some automations or during a purchase, what we can actually do is we can tag people. So maybe you want to tag somebody because they've come through a certain funnel, or they've done something special that you want to tag them. You can go ahead and tag them, and you can actually market to them later. You can create a sequence that will only talk to those people that have those tags. So that's something you can do. Now, segments, I'm not 100% sure what segments are. Segment test. Oops. I'm actually had a couple questions about them, so I'm trying to figure out what exactly they are. But it looks like it allows you to segment out an audience. And again, I'm not 100% sure an example why you would do that yet. So if I do find out, I'll definitely let you guys know. But for right now, you can do them. If somebody is familiar with them, please reach out to me and kind of let me know a good example why you would use that. So then next we have campaigns. So there's two types of actual campaigns you can do. One is a broadcast and one is a sequence. A broadcast essentially is just a broadcast out to your entire list. So what you would do is you would essentially say, give me a new campaign. You'd go ahead and give it the name of it. And then you just walk through the sequence right up here on top. And essentially you say, who do you want to send it out to? What's the message you want to send? And then go ahead and send. And that would essentially send out that email. What you can also do is you can do a sequence, right? And what a sequence is a sequence is just a sequence of events based upon certain triggers. So for example, I can trigger on anytime somebody gets added to a list, anytime somebody opts into a form, or I can actually do a couple of things. I think, is that it? Or if somebody has a specific tag, right? So when somebody gets tagged with something, I can set up a sequence of events that happen. So this normally works out good if you're doing like a long sequence, like a long email sequence, like say 7 or 10 days in a row or a couple of days in a row. What would basically happen is you'd send out the first email and then you do some type of action, which would essentially be like a delay. So say you delay a day and then you send out another email and then delay a day and send out another email. So you can kind of create a sequence as that happens. And you can also put in conditions throughout that sequence. So it's kind of a nice little thing. It lets you create a nice sequence of emails. So that's sequences, and that's in campaigns. And then finally here we have automations. Automations allow you to have certain things trigger if certain things happen. So for example, I created an automation that if somebody goes through my chatbot training funnel, right, and they make this single purchase, they actually add it to this training list, right? So essentially it's an automation. So every time this happens, then this happens. So you can figure out if you want some type of automation to do certain things, this is where you would do it. But this is actually kind of a pretty cool feature here. Okay, forms is where you would actually go and create forms for opt-in pages or create email forms essentially. So you can see right here, I'll bring up a quick example. You essentially just create your form, right? So in this one, I have an email, I have the first name and then an email. And again, you have your little navigation bar up here that goes through every setting. So I have my opt-in settings, my welcome message, any lists or tags that I want them to be added to, and then the finish. So you essentially just walk through the setup process for every one of your any forms that you want to create. Once you have that form, you then essentially grab the code for it, right? And then you would insert this into your Groove page. And that's how you get in. That's how you essentially get an opt-in form on your page. Okay, and then finally down here is settings. And settings, you can essentially have to add your senders. So if you click on senders, you can figure out, you can add and verify who you want this email to be sent by. So a lot of people have their own custom domains and custom emails. This way you would set this up. Now, the one thing is, once you do that, you need to actually verify it. So you need to make sure that your email is actually a valid email that you can check. And I know some people were having issues not being able to validate it. If that happens, just go ahead and remove it and then go ahead and do it again. And then it usually takes a second time. I've had a couple people have it. We had to do it a couple, 3 times, and eventually did work. So that's really all you do. But you just come up here to new sender, put in the information, put in the business information, hit save, and then it'll kick off a validation email. Once you have it verified, it'll show up in this list. It'll be verified. And then you can also set up a default email as well. So my default email for this is this right here, and that's where all my emails would come to if I don't change anything. So, all right, that all makes sense there. Okay, so that's really kind of an overview of GrooveMail. All right, pretty straightforward so far. So the next thing is GrooveMember, and GrooveMember allows you to manage, basically allows you to create and manage your membership sites. And to get there, once you log into Groove, you can either get there by going to Manage Membership, or you come down here to Apps, and you go to GrooveMember. And I know a lot of people are like, well, what's a membership site? Well, a lot of times if you make a purchase, or if you're selling a product or course, right, this is where the course would live. You would come into your membership site and you could just define what your course is. Or what you may be doing is delivering a product or maybe a video or something like that. And this is a place to put that. So for example, I have this GroovePrint membership area. Okay, and if actually, let's do this. Let's open the builder. And you can kind of see here. So this is what my membership area would look like. I have my my main basically graphics right here, and then I have my navigation down on the left-hand side right here. And if I come over here to outline, I could kind of see the way that this is kind of broken out. I have my GroovePrint ebook, and I give them the ability to download the ebook, and then I have the GroovePrint video, and they can watch it. They could actually download it, and they could also download the MP3. So that's essentially what I would do. I would go ahead and create my membership area here. And then what I do is, as somebody makes a purchase, I go ahead and send them a login to go ahead and get access to my membership area. Now, one thing right now, there isn't a validation between people that make it a purchase and GrooveMember, right? So there's no validation there to say, okay, this person definitely purchased it. So we're hoping they put that in. Hope they put that in there kind of soon, because that is definitely one drawback. You really have to pay attention to see who's logging in, or at least who's creating a new account, and are they an actual valid member. So like I said, hopefully that'll be there pretty soon. But we did do a whole walkthrough on how to use GrooveMember, the in and outs of it, how to basically set everything up. So there's a video link there. So I'll make sure I post that in the PDF here when we're done. So that was GrooveMember. And then Groove Video is just straight up. It allows you to store and manage your videos. It's essentially like a YouTube or like a Vimeo. And what it is, it's super simple to use. Let's go ahead and get back into the main thing. And to access it, you either come here to manage videos, or you click on the apps right here and come down here to, where is it? Groove Video right here. Okay. So we click on there, and the first thing you're going to do, first thing you'll see is just a dashboard with just some initial stats. And then you come down here to library. This is where you basically upload all your videos. So the first thing it'll show you is all your videos. So these are the videos that I actually have uploaded right now. And then you can do a couple things. You can either manage, these by embedding them, or you can edit it. So if we go to embed, this code right here, you would have to insert this code, or basically embed this code on your Groove page in order to view that video. So then the other thing we can do here is we can go to add and edit new video. And the really nice thing is it's literally drag and drop. So you take a video, you drop it on here, it goes, it'll go ahead and encode it and do what it needs to do. And then it'll essentially be done. And once it's done, you can then come in here, and then you can do a couple of things. You can go ahead and give it a title. You can go ahead and give it a thumbnail. You can actually give it a watermark. that'll be that'll show up on the actual video. You can come in here to settings. You can show a couple different things as far as like the video size. You can show the controls, mute on the start, show overlay title, and then you come in here to video elements. And now what's really kind of cool is that there's a couple things that you can add in here. You can add an opt-in form to basically allow them to unlock the form. They have to unlock it to actually view the video. You can add a banner image. You can do some text overlay, and you can also do a text overlay with a call to action. So you can add all these things to your video, which is actually kind of cool. And again, once you do that, all you need to do is, when we get out of here, there's no way to exit this thing, really? That's interesting. Oh, here it is. There it is, exit up here, just hidden. But essentially, once you have it, you basically click embed, you grab that embed code, and then you put that into Groove Pages. And then you're rocking and rolling. So that's a quick overview of what Groove Video is. All right. And now the last thing we have here is Groove Cart. And Groove Cart is basically how you manage your drop shipping stores. And there's a couple things you could do with Groove Cart. You can actually do drop shipping like a Shopify store. You can even do print on demand stuff, and you could even combine them both. And so we actually did 2 walkthroughs last couple weeks. One about how to actually do a print on demand store, and then one how to actually do like a Shopify type store, like a drop shipping store using products from AliExpress. And the way you get there is you have to come into apps, and let's go ahead and share my screen here. So here's our page. We come into apps, and then we click on Groove Cart right here. And the very first time you do this, you have to actually create your store. And it may take up to a half hour or so to create it. But you essentially just create the store. And then once it's created, you click it and you go into the back office. Come on. You come into the back office, then you can manage your entire store from here. So you can see basically your products. You can see any orders that have come in. You can actually go to the builder where you can build out the look and feel of your store. So this is essentially where you would go, and basically you define your navigation stuff up here. Your pages has all the different templates for your pages. So you have your home page, your categories, your products, and whatnot. So you go ahead and define the look and feel of that right in here. And that is essentially what Groove Cart is. There's a whole bunch. It seems like it's really complicated, and there's kind of a bunch of moving parts. But like I said, we did a video on it last week, and we had a store up and running live in an hour. Like it took us an hour and 1 minute to do it. So if you guys want to check that out, that would definitely be cool. And what I'm going to give you guys now is I will go ahead and drop this. I think I actually have this here. If you guys want to grab that PDF, you can go ahead and go to that URL right there. I'm trying to see if I can paste it in here. I don't think I can. Maybe I can. Okay, so I just pasted it in there. I'm not sure if everybody can see it, but hopefully, if you guys want to grab the PDF, you can go ahead and snake that. And that'll actually give you decent, just some videos that will actually walk you through how to do a couple of the things that we kind of talked about there. So that was good. So we kept that to about a half hour, but it was a good walkthrough of Groove, kind of what each piece does, not necessarily how to use everything, but just a good overview so you kind of see where things are through the program. And if you haven't been in there yet, really get in there and play around. You can't really break anything, which is good. And I always tell people that just get in there. If you do break something, that's a good thing, right? It gives them something to fix, and means you found the bug. So, but get in there, play around with it. If you have any questions, drop them in the Groove Nation group. We're always there to help you guys. And so if you guys have any questions, let me just check the comments here real quick. If you guys do have any questions, drop them in the comments real quick, and we can get to them. Otherwise, I will definitely check back a little bit later and see how things are going. So that's really all I have for today. So I wanted to say thanks again for taking the time to join us today. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there below and get notified anytime we do have some new videos. Like I said, we do them about once a week or so. And other than that, have a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend, and I will talk to you guys next Thursday on Tech Talk Thursday. All right, take care. Have an awesome day. Bye for now.